Hey, I'm Charlize. I'm a life coach, a mom, an animal lover, and more. I help women dream big and take action towards their goals to create a life they love. Think of this as my virtual couch where we talk about topics like self growth, motherhood, and more. I strongly believe when women are empowered, we come alive. Allow me to be your confidant, professor, cheerleader, and hype girl. Grab your favorite beverage and get ready to be empowered and encouraged. This is the Moment Podcast. Okay, one of the things that I absolutely love about the Full Focus Planner is the fact that at the very beginning of the planner, it does have a little like cheat sheet, get started, quick like reference section. And the amazing thing about it is you can go online and you'll be able to see a video that has a professional go through pretty in depth about like how to use the full focus planner, because there are different sections to it. And if you're used to your like typical monthly weekly layout, that kind of planner, like when you would get in like a Staples, a Walgreens, a Target, a Walmart, etc., then you may need a little bit of education and just like a quick tutorial on how to use the planner so that you get your money's worth. Um, so like some of the sections in the full focus planner are annual goals, goal detail, a calendar, 12-month view, daily rituals, an ideal week, project tracker, weekly preview, daily pages, quarterly preview, and notes. So as you can see, there's like so much jam packed into this planner. Now, one caveat, and I want you to remember this if you're thinking about purchasing the planner or you might be interested in purchasing it, is that this planner is quarterly, meaning that you will not have a calendar view or calendar pages for the entire year. This is really meant to be a quarterly thing. So, yes, if you are interested and you want to have like the same format for the rest of the year, you will need to purchase three more planners because there are four quarters in a year. So you will need four different planners, one for each quarter. Now, one of the things I will say that, because when I first was introduced to this, I was kind of like, that's annoying. I was like, well, I mean, it's a good business tactic in that, like, if you are someone who is like me and appreciates like consistency, then yeah, you're going to get like three more orders from me. But I will say it's just like a small thing to remember is if you do decide to get all four at one time, they do offer a discount for that, which is really amazing. And they also have an option where you can put it on like a subscription. I'm not suggesting you do this. I'm just letting you know that that is an option for you, but you can do that and you'll save money there as well. So I just wanted to make sure that I said those two things like right at the beginning, because if not, I was afraid that I was going to forget. And two, if it has any factor into your decision to continue listening to this episode or not, then I just really wanted to save you time. Like, I don't want you to waste your time. So if this is something that you're like, you know what, I'm not even interested in hearing more about this because that whole quarterly thing and four planners for 1 year seems like a lot. I totally get you on that. And in a way, it kind of is, but it also is like very purposeful. Okay, so now on to like what I really wanted to talk to you about when it comes to the full focus planner is one of my favorite sections that I find that I'm really starting to love are two sections. The one section, the goal detail. Now, I'm someone who I would consider myself very ambitious and driven. I can always come up with like various ideas. I just I think I'm always someone who's going to be constantly evolving, constantly working on something, towards something, etc. So with that being said, the way that they have the goal detail formatted, the whole like process and reasoning behind it is for me very, very helpful because I can kind of get lost in the sauce and get sidetracked and distracted and frustrated and just like want to give up on day like, I don't know, 3 of the new year. So the goal detail page is, as you can imagine, I would consider pretty detailed. So to kind of describe it to you, at the top of the page in the like right hand corner, it does have like various like domains where you can check it off to kind of see visually like what kind of goal this would fall under. So like an example would be one of my goals is to cook more at home. So I have cook 5 out of 7 meals during the week, starting on 1/1/24 for a 70-day streak. So the goal like categories are like body, mind, spirit, love, family, community, money, work, hobbies. So because for me, I'm trying to cut back on my ordering out and save money, and I have made like my finances as a priority for the year 2024. I actually have this like applicable in like a couple categories. So one is for the money that I checked off, and then also for family, because I find that when I do cook more, I'm able to have more time with my family. I'm able to have more time for myself. I'm able to feel a lot easier throughout my day already knowing what's for dinner. It's something that I've struggled with in the past. And so that's also one of the reasons why I wanted to make it a goal this year for me to cook more at home. So that way my family and I don't have to spend so much money ordering out and things like that, as an example. So now that we've kind of like, I gave you the goal that I have, right? And then like what kind of like category it falls under. The next portion of it, the thing that I told you, the cook 5 7 meals, that was like very specific. That is what they consider like the goal statement. And again, like if you do purchase it, they go into the reason why you are supposed to write the goal in a certain way so that you are motivated and you have a very clear way to measure it. It's actually really important. So then the next section is just on like motivation. So they want you to write and then rank your motivations for whatever that goal is. So if you have a goal to read more books this year, then you would, and again, that would not be like in their format, but that's just like a very generic goal. So then your motivations, whatever they are, less TV, you know, re like connecting with yourself, if it's like nonfiction or personal development type books that you're like reading, or it could be like escape, things like that. Whatever the motivation is, entertainment, fun, boredom. You joined a book club, you want to join a book club, you want to become an author or a writer, whatever it is, you want to have different things to talk about in conversation. But whatever those motivations are, you would write them down, list them out, and then you would rank them. And then the next section under that would be next steps. And essentially what they want you to do is you're supposed to list like the few projects or tasks that would make up that goal. This is one that I tend to sometimes not fill out because it's just not applicable, or to be quite honest, it's the section that I like the least. So I'm like kind of like, whatever. Like after I've done all this work already, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm really fired up. I'm ready to go. So like that's enough for me. And then they do have a celebration section underneath next steps, which I freaking love because for me, it's all about celebrating once you reach that milestone. I don't care if it's getting your nails done or treating yourself to something external or whatever it be. It could just be playing with your dog, taking a day off from like your 9 to 5 job or whatever that may look like for you. Whatever the thing that you decide to do to celebrate yourself, please write that down, because when you go back to your goal detail pages, and yes, you will go back, it is so like, oh, it's just so motivating to see your plan for yourself, what you're going to do when you accomplish that goal. having it like in your face like that and already kind of thought about like in the beginning, it just really gets you so fired up and so motivated because it starts kind of priming your brain to think about, yeah, like what am I going to do when I like accomplish this, right? Or, oh, I'm really going to enjoy that massage when I go to Hand and Stone. I don't know. I'm just talking. Maybe it's subconsciously because I really do want to go to Hand and Stone for a massage. But whatever it is, like it's in the forefront of your brain and you're so excited because you're thinking about it. And so, and again, it's just so important to make sure that you're rewarding yourself when you're accomplishing your goals, no matter how big or how small. And then the last two sections are the goal progress and the streak tracker. Now, the goal progress is for like any achievement goal, so it's more of like a yes, I did it, no, I didn't kind of thing. But there's a little bit of a gray area in that, and it does have like a kind of like, to me it looks like a status bar, because on the left hand side it's like 0%, and then on the right hand side on the far right it's like 100%. So, and it has like markers in the middle, so it's just really cool to be able, if you're like a visual person like me and you kind of want to like take a pen or a marker or highlighter or whatever and shade it to wherever you're at progress wise with your goal. And then but again, that's only for achievement goals. And so the other piece that I had mentioned, the streak tracker, that part is freaking amazing. Okay? It's amazing. I'm someone who loves a good streak, and I do break my streak. So, I mean, I don't know how like much I really love it, but I think I just love to be able to see like, oh wow, yeah, okay, ooh, okay, cool, yeah, okay. Like you just get to see progress visually. So even for me, it's just like those days where I don't feel like doing anything, and I can see visually like the amount of progress, again, like seeing it visually, how much I was able to do, like, in that month, because the way that it is designed, it's designed in a way where it has the streak tracker and it has like a month one, month two, month three, and then it has obviously days from 1 to 31 for each month. And then what you do is you go in and either color, check off, X, however you want to do it, but you go in and essentially like shade out the day that you did that thing, that goal, whatever that was for that day, that in that month. So the reason why it's 3 months is because obviously there's 3 months in a quarter. And as I was explaining earlier, the full focus planner is all about breaking your big goals, your annual goals down all the way into daily actions. But obviously, if we're going to go from big to small, we have to break it down even further, hence the month one, month two, month three. And so I just love that feature of the full focus planner. And again, that's in the goal detail section. So I hope this was helpful to kind of just give you a little bit about like the goals and just the full focus planner and how I use the planner. So I hope that was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Alrighty, well, that is it. Time flies when you're having fun, right? I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Moment podcast. Remember, I'm always sending sunshine